Hey guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. Ever since we dropped the BattlBox Mission 61 review, I've had a lot of questions about the Spyderco Persistence. Hang tight, I'm going to answer some of those questions. Guys, welcome back. We're going to talk about the Spyderco Persistence just for a few minutes here, but before I do, I want to do a little house cleaning here. You know, when we dropped that video on what we were doing with this little case that came in Mission 61, I mentioned that this was a watertight, waterproof case, when indeed it is not. Especially not the way that we put it together, because I kind of crammed it in here. But I just wanted to bring that up here. Don't put anything in there precious that you're going to have dry. So, all right, so the Persistence. Now what I did, after I started getting these emails, I took my pocket knife out of my pocket, which my main pocket knife is the CRKT M2104G. This was a Kit Carson model. I love this knife for out in the bush. But I also sometimes will carry the Grayman Tiga, which is another heavy-duty knife. I like for my pocket knives to be able to do some real heavy-duty work if necessary. But I replaced that with the Persistence, and I've carried it for the past week. So I'm going to get a tight shot in this, and I'll talk to you about the different likes, dislikes, you know, pluses and minuses. Hang tight. We're going to get a tight shot of this. Guys, welcome back here again. I just want you to see, this is what I normally carry, is this one. It's the M2104G from Columbia River Knife and Tool, the CRKT company, and this was a Kit Carson model. Before he passed away, he was involved in this collaboration here, and you know, I've used this knife for probably the last 2 years. For me, that's a long time, but it has proven over and over again that it is a very formidable tool and weapon. You know, so I really enjoyed this knife. It's heavy duty, and again, I also mentioned that I sometimes will carry the Grayman Tiga. The Grayman Tiga, it was actually Knife of the Year for, well, Folder of the Year for 2019. Very beautiful little knife, but Mike Grayman makes very heavy-duty tactical knives. There were a lot of things that I liked about this, and there were some things I didn't care about it. But you know, overall, this is still in my own personal collection, so that ought to tell you something. But we're here to talk about something else. Okay, so I took this one out of my pocket, which is my daily EDC. I carry this with me everywhere I go. But I took this out of my pocket and I replaced it with the Spyderco Persistence. Okay, this came in BattlBox number 61, and the comments that we got for this knife ranged from it's a great little knife to it's a piece of Chinese crap, and everything in between. And really, you know, to bad rap this little knife is you know, beyond me why you would want to do something like that, because it's really not a bad knife. It's put together tight. It's really good for everything, as long as you keep it within the realm of what it was designed to do. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about it. First of all, it's if you know anything about Spyderco, the Persistence is actually the little brother to the Tenacious. Okay, it looks like it's the same exact knife, but you know, it's just a little bit smaller. Price is about $10 to $15 difference. This being cheaper at around $68 to $70. All right. Overall length on this thing is 6.9 inches. The blade length is 2.77 inches. When it's closed, it's 4.3, with the edge length being 2.75. Weight is only 3.7 ounces. I mean, that is a light knife. The blade thickness is 0.122. Okay, that's 122 thousandths. And you know, you're about 1/8 inch, somewhere around there. The scales are G2 or G10 rather, The clip is ambidextrous. You can put it for left or right-handed, tip up or tip down. It's got a liner lock, and the grind on this is a full flat grind, and again, it does come from China, and some of you are very, very weird about that because it came from China. But now, what makes this a very decent knife is the steel that they use. It's the 8CR 13 MOV. All right, it's a close relative to the AUS 8, but it's, you know, a little bit better than AUS 8. It's a stainless blade, and you know, it's not super premium, but it's not junk either. You know, so it's right kind of like in the middle of the road. But the things that I did with this, you know, as far as bushcrafting, I just went ahead. I wasn't out in the bush. I just went out in the backyard, and I made some tent stakes. Very, very easy with this. I made some trap triggers. Very, very simple. It kept an edge the whole time. You know, I just whittled on some stuff, and you know, made a little fire bundle with it. You know, so if you do small bushcraft with this, it'll work for you. If you're going to try to do things much bigger, like build a shelter, you know, I mean, you got to go back to the old adage, you know, the best survival knife is the knife you have on you when you're in a survival situation. If this is all you got, you're going to make it work. But you know, just remember, it's not made to be beat on and abused and just put through the mill. But I believe that I could build a shelter out of this knife. You know, I'm going to have to be careful the whole way so I don't over stress this knife. You're not going to do too much batoning on this. It might take a little bit, but not a lot. You know, so it would be great in a bug out bag as a secondary or even a third level knife. You know, again, it will not take the place of my regular EDC pocket knife that I carry. You know, either this one from CRKT or this one from Grayman. But you know, I wouldn't be afraid to carry this in my pocket. So why you guys are wanting to hate on this knife, I'll not know. But I thought it was a good ad in the BattlBox, you know. And I've said this about BattlBox before, you know, it's not always going to be the home run. But you're looking for an overall value. Is it really worth that? Well, for $149, you not only get this knife, but you get everything in the prior tiers. You know, they got the basic, the Advanced, the Pro, and the Pro Plus. This is in the Pro Plus. And this month they had, you know, this was a great ad in the basic box. I like this. They have some Poison Ivy, Poison Oak cleanser that is a great ad. And then you go up into the next level, and they had the Ulu knife. And then the next level they had the Bluetooth, I call it a locator type beacon thing, but it was pretty cool that you could find your whatever it is with this small little Bluetooth locator on your smartphone. And I'm gonna put it on Tater when I take him out next time. And then of course this is what was in there as well. So I mean, I think that the overall value of that box was $235, and you only pay $149.99. You know, it's still a great buy, you know. So I know some of you guys were disappointed, but listen, man, this is a great knife. It is. So I hope that helped you out, you know, and kind of calm your fears if you're wanting to go ahead and get this BattlBox Mission number 61. So until next time, you live free, you ride free, and as always, you be safe out there, especially right now with the coronavirus, COVID-19 that we're all dealing with.